Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neha. It is my proud privilege to welcome the esteemed members of the media, the Yamaha team, and the distinguished VIPs. Today we have with us Mr. Hiroaki Fujita, President and CEO, Yamaha Motor India Private Limited. Mr. Masaki Asano, Managing Director, Yamaha Motor India Sales Private Limited. Mr. Yasuo Ishihara, President, Yamaha Motor R&D India Private Limited. Mr. Hiroshi Kimura, Director, Yamaha Motor India Sales Private Limited. Mr. Roy Kurin, Vice President, Sales and Marketing, Yamaha Motor India Sales Private Limited. Mr. Ravinder Singh, Vice President, Strategy and Planning, Yamaha Motor India Sales Private Limited. Yamaha has always been known for its path-breaking technologies that enable speed, power, and performance beyond anybody's imagination. Today, Team Yamaha is set to unveil a powerhouse that will leave your imagination speed-struck. Be prepared to move beyond your imagination. So get set, as Yamaha is ready to rev your hearts once again. First, let me call upon stage Mr. Masaki Asano to share with us a few words.
Namaste. Good morning, dear my honorable guests. Welcome all of you to join this our event today. So thank you for your sparing your precious time today. During 3 years from 2012 and until this year, so we have launched a lot of models like Ray Scooter, Lazy, and Alpha, and also FZ version 2. And this year, just we launched Salute 125cc commuter, and also Fascino, new fashion scooter in India. During 3 years, as you remember, so I already met all of you every time. So many of them satisfied, but many of them asked me, did you already change the direction for the new model or not? So because recently, so I was very expecting Yamaha launching the ceremony, but like a family scooter, like a commuter, and like a fashion. And everybody asked to me, so do you have any plan to introduce your DNA or not? Very sorry to say at that time, I couldn't have enough answer for all of you. But today, really, officially, I'd like to say my answer because our Yamaha DNA is really existing, of course. So today, officially, on behalf of the Yamaha, we'd like to say something, our answer during 3 years. And I don't have any comment now, and I don't need to explain more. So seeing is believing today, maybe after 30 minutes or a couple of minutes, so you are going to be very satisfied during this event. And once again, I'd like to say thank you very much because of the highly appreciate for your nice cooperation during 3 years. Our brand image, our Yamaha image, really getting increased in India because of your nice support, nice cooperation. So only I'd like to say today, really thank you very much for all of you to cooperate with us. So highly appreciate for joining your precious time today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. As you rightly said, we are getting closer to the moment we have all been waiting for. To take you further on this journey, which will rev every heart, let me call upon stage Mr. Roy Kurin. Mr. Kurin.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As Sanat-san said, we have been busy last couple of years, 3 years, launching scooters, and recently launched Saluto. And basic question from everyone was, are we drifting away from our core Yamaha DNA? Well, this is one thing which I would like to clarify today. To do that, I want all of you to look at the slide once again, which we have been sharing from 2008, that we are following this top-down approach. We started with super bikes in 2007 December, and then we launched R15, eventually FZ, then SG, then last couple of years scooters, Saluto. In this process, when we are digging deep into the bottom of the pyramid, we are not forgetting the top. So we want to protect and strengthen the top as well. And when we talk about protecting and strengthening the top, well, the question comes, which zone? Which zone actually we should be looking at? We are going back to the basic, and the basic is the DNA of Yamaha, that is racing. We are known for racing. We are born to race. This video will be a clue which will be giving answer to this, whatever I'm saying. Can we have the video? Ladies and gentlemen, we have been in racing since 1955, and every decade we have been evolving, and we've been evolving with the racing as a sport. So every decade we have been, and today we are undisputed winner in this sports, and we don't have to and this particular win has come to us from these two gentlemen, Valentino Rossi and Jorge Lorenzo. They have been instrumental in getting the fame and glory to Yamaha. And if I say that Yamaha is undisputed leader in racing and Yamaha is the best, well, it doesn't make sense because I'm a Yamahite. But the figures speak louder than the words. Just have a look at this chart. The number one and the number two, including the latest racing which happened, this is the 10th one. The number one and number two are Yamaha riders, Valentino Rossi and Lorenzo. The number one team is Yamaha. The number one constructor is again Yamaha. So when we say that we rev your heart, we actually mean we rev your heart. And revving is something which comes from Yamaha, truly from inside. And this win, that is race we are winning, basically on R1M. And the DNA of R1M is passed on to R1. And now the same thing was passed on to R15 in India in 2008 when we launched R15. Subsequently, we also gave a version 2 of R15, and we were the ones to bring racing as a culture, racing as a sports to India, including the racing clinics which we started. Though it's at a very nascent stage, but we've been able to promote this sport very interestingly, and the media also has been doing good reviews on our R15 and the sports. And what we see is India is evolving. As I said, it is actually at a very nascent stage, but we could see a lot of changes and a lot of development happening in racing as a sport, including the Budhha circuit. We are here. All this is like a blooming and mushrooming. So we can say in future, the racing should become one of the important sports in India. And looking at this affinity towards racing, in 2014, that is last year, in Auto Expo, we launched, or we displayed R25. We wanted to take the feedback of people, how people react to the racing bike, R25. And we were happy to see and happy to see the review and the customers' feedback. And we also got the review from most of the media journalists, and the response has been good. So we are so much encouraged to launch the bike. Sorry, it's not R25. It is, because India won't be happy, you won't be happy with just R25. So we are introducing, ladies and gentlemen, the R3 in India. I know most of you know about this bike in technical specs. You have sourced it from internet and various sources. This bike, I'm sorry, I'm not showing it now. This bike, I want to give you a little bit detail. Please have patience with me, because it's my duty to share with you the technical specs of this bike as well. When you look at the engine is 321cc liquid-cooled twin-cylinder, delivers 42 PS at 10,750 RPM to be precise, and it is a talkie bike. It is having 29.6 Newton meter. Overall, it is a package which is full of modern technology, which is lighter in weight but very powerful. Further, if you look at the engine, to sum it up, it's having a much more man-machine connect, human emotions, and it is very smooth in revving up, and it's very powerful, as I said. The intake system, it is downdraft, 32 mm throttle bodies, fuel injection, and it has the latest technology of the 12-hole injectors, which is the latest end thing now. And because of this, you find a proper combustion in all kind of atmospheric conditions. If you talk about the engine head is DOHC, that is dual overhead cam, 4-valve. Bore, it has a smaller or shorter stroke, which is actually generating more power, and bore size is more than the stroke size. This is the unique feature of this bike, and it is ready to rev, and the red zone is coming between 12,500 to 13,500. The forged piston and diesel cylinder is, again, it goes without saying with this bike. It is strong yet lightweight. And when you're revving at 10,000, 12,000 RPM and you're touching some 170, 180, you don't know what speed it is going, because it has no vibration. That's the kind of technology we involved in this. Full aluminum cylinder for lightweight, and the piston is also plated. It has a great heat dissipation quality, and its cylinder is also offset type. It's not like conventional. It has an offset of 7 mm. And because of this, the friction of the piston is reduced when it is rubbing against the wall of the cylinder. And you see at the time of the third stroke, that is power stroke, this is very useful. When we talk about the riding performance, the riding performance of the bike actually is governed by many factors, you all know. And these riding factors, including chassis, weight, and also I'll touch these points one by one. The chassis is basically, this bike's chassis is made for sports riding. You can see it's a diamond type tubular frame. The swing arm also is quite long. It's just like R1, 573 mm, if I'm not wrong. R1 is 575 or so. So it's quite long and made up of high tensile steel, very stable. The weight proportion is also equally distributed, 50-50 front and rear, which gives a proper balance. Now, if you talk about this bike, this is quite versatile bike. It's not only good on circuits, it is also very good on Indian road, Indian traffic conditions. You can see the handlebar, the angle, it's quite wide, it's 34 degree. which is easy for maneuverability. And the next thing is, for a beginner also, this bike is quite good because it has a very low gear, and it has got 6 gears. The 5th gear is an ecstasy and 6th is an overdrive. When you talk about the meter panel is sporty to the core. It has many features. It is thin, lightweight. It has got large RPM analog. It's got gear indicator, and it is adjustable. If you talk about features, more features on the meter panel, there are so many features here. It has a clock, it has a fuel gauge, current fuel consumption, average fuel consumption, coolant temperature gauge, 2 trip meters, fuel trip meters, oil trip meter, oil change indicators. It's a bundle of packages, bundle of features on this meter console. The looks and the attitude of this bike, I'm running quite fast because I know you are desperate to see the bike. The look and the attitude, I can say the bike is having the personality and look which is exact replica of the character of this bike. Very seldom it happens. This bike is lean, mean, and it is very agile. And if you look at the bike, it looks like a performer, 100%. The eyes, the looks, the eyes are very, it's like piercing. It's got reverse slant headlamp, and the layered fairing, what you see on the sides, that is giving a look of a muscular body with no fat at all. It's very promising and prompting. Well, now the last thing, the color and price. It's available in 2 colors, midnight black and racy blue. These are the colors. And when you talk about the price, as I said, the look and the attitude or the personality of the bike is an exact replica of the character of the bike. Similarly, the price of the bike is also exact replica of the value of the bike. The R3 321cc is available at 3,25,000 ex-showroom Delhi. Right, gentlemen, now the time has come to have a look at the bike. Enjoy. Thank you so much.
It is time. Time to release the restraints. To redefine the track. To relive the R moment. Time to raise the bar, to recognize high performance, to refine the R instinct. Time to roar with power, to reclaim pole position, to reveal sheer excellence. It is time to rev your heart, to race ahead, to rule the track. It is time to witness the legend in motion. It is time to rev, to race, to rule.
good afternoon, and thank you to all the media people for being here to support this launch. And it's an exciting day for Yamaha with the launch of the R3, and in a way that completes a lineup that we have of the R15, the R3, and the R1. Obviously, everybody knows it's a 321cc, a great bike. I think 46 PS and 42 PS, and we've actually got a very, very attractive bike here, and we're all excited about riding this bike. Yamaha is known to be a sport bike manufacturer, and it's nice to see, being a motorcycling enthusiast, them coming in their true colors. And all the best to Yamaha and the entire team. And it's like I say, I'm always a very proud brand ambassador of Yamaha. Like we all say, yes, Yamaha. It's great.
We have a very special video message from the Yamaha factory racing champion, Valentino Rossi. Please take a look.
Ciao and Namaste India. Greetings to all the riders of India and congratulations on the launch of Yamaha YZF R3. Like you, I love to ride, and Yamaha has always been close to my heart. I love how they feel and how they respond to me. It feels like the motorcycle is a part of me. If you want to enjoy riding, get on a Yamaha and revs your heart. Yes, Yamaha.